My son's school tried to charge me $600 for damage that he didn't cause. The invoice arrived in a manila envelope with official letterhead. 3 classroom windows shattered during recess. Security footage showed my son Theo in the vicinity. Case closed. According to Principal Whitmore. Except Theo has a compound fracture in his right arm. Has had it for 6 weeks. The cast goes from his knuckles to his shoulder. He physically cannot throw anything with enough force to crack a window, let alone shatter 3. I pointed this out during our first meeting. Whitmore nodded sympathetically, then slid the bill across her desk anyway. The footage is quite clear, she said, and unfortunately, liability falls on the guardians. I asked to see the footage. She claimed the system was being updated and it would be available next week. Next week became next month. My emails went unanswered. My calls were redirected to voicemail. Meanwhile, the school sent late payment notices. First polite reminders, then threats about collections agencies, then a letter suggesting Theo might face disciplinary action if the matter remained unresolved. My husband wanted to just pay it and move on. $600 wasn't worth the stress, he said, but I couldn't let it go. Not when Theo came home crying because kids were calling him the window breaker. Not when his teacher started treating him differently, watching him with suspicion. I hired a lawyer. Cost me $400 just for the consultation, but he confirmed what I suspected. Without seeing the footage, the school had no case. We demanded a formal hearing. 2 weeks later, I sat in a conference room with Whitmore, the school's attorney, and a union representative. They projected the security footage on a white wall. Grainy, black and white, shot from 30 feet away. A figure in a gray hoodie. Theo's size, Theo's build. The figure winds up and hurls a rock. 3 windows explode in sequence. The figure runs off screen. That's not my son, I said. They all looked at me with practiced patience. Teachers who'd seen every excuse. Look at his right arm, I continued. They zoomed in. The figure's right arm moved fluidly, powerfully. No cast visible. My lawyer produced Theo's medical records. Emergency room visit 6 weeks and 2 days before the incident. Orthopedic surgeon's notes. X-rays showing the break. Follow-up appointments. The cast wouldn't come off for another month. Whitmore's face went pale. Her attorney leaned back, already calculating the liability. There must be some mistake, she stammered. I pulled out my phone and showed them photos. Theo at the grocery store the day of the incident, cast clearly visible. Theo at his sister's soccer game that same afternoon, cast signed by half her team. Timestamps matched perfectly. The figure in the footage couldn't be my son. Then who? The union rep asked. I had my suspicions. 2 weeks earlier, Theo had reported bullying. 3 boys from his grade had been shoving him, targeting his broken arm deliberately. He'd filed complaints. Nothing was done. Those boys all wore gray hoodies, all matched Theo's build, and all had perfectly functioning arms. Perhaps you should check your security footage more carefully, my lawyer suggested, and perhaps review how you handle bullying complaints. The room went silent. Whitmore cleared her throat. The bill would be voided, she said. They'd investigate the actual perpetrators. She apologized for the misunderstanding. I stood up. That's not enough, I said. You accused my son, damaged his reputation, and ignored evidence that would have cleared him immediately. You threatened collections and disciplinary action based on footage you clearly didn't examine closely. My lawyer smiled. He'd been hoping I'd say that. We settled 2 months later. The school paid our legal fees, issued a formal apology, and implemented a new policy requiring administrative review before charging parents for damages. Theo's record was cleared. The 3 boys who actually broke the windows, they were identified within a week when someone bothered to look. Their parents paid the $600, split 3 ways. Theo went back to school with his head high. His teacher apologized personally. Kids stopped calling him names. And Principal Whitmore? She retired early that spring. Last I heard, she's working in private tutoring now, nowhere near a security camera.